Welcome back. America's school-age kids don't remember the Columbine High School massacre, but most live in its legacy a handful of times throughout the year. Mandatory lockdown and lockout drills are now part of school district policies nationwide. Fox News correspondent Alicia Acuna has more.
Lockdown or active shooter drills are designed to prepare students and teachers for an attack. While some are more realistic than others, most American schools hold simulations throughout the year, but they are not all the same.
We had 30 buildings doing 30 different things.
Dr. Jacqueline Schulkraut with State University of New York at Oswego is working with the Syracuse City School District to develop, improve, and bring uniformity to school security.
Okay, can you guys show me what our lockout looks like?
Her team runs unannounced drills and training, giving all schools the same recipe. They are also collecting data on the effectiveness.
When it comes to all of these different emergency response programs, the reality is that in many cases schools don't know what works.
There is very little research on lockdown drills. After the shooting at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School, the Trump administration assembled a federal commission on school safety. Its findings intended to inform schools on active shooter preparedness and mitigation examples, rather than mandate procedures, recognizing the report states there can be no one-size-fits-all approach for an issue this complex.
It was like clockwork, and I was there through the entire time, and the kids knew exactly what to do.
Frank DeAngelis was the principal of Columbine High School when in 1999, 2 students killed 12 of their classmates and a teacher before taking their own lives. He was on the campus last week when it went into a lockout after the FBI determined there was a credible threat by a Florida teen who was obsessed with the shooting and traveled to Colorado and bought a weapon.
The one thing that is so different from this time as opposed to 20 years ago is all the things that we have in place. Prior to that time, the only drills we did were fire drills.
Not long after Columbine, Colorado children began drills, learning the term locks, lights, out of sight, to lock the doors, turn off the lights, and hide. Drills are now commonplace in schools around the country. Some parents and teachers say it creates unnecessary fear and trauma in kids. Schulkraut plans to present her work to the American Society of Criminology in the fall.
We were able to get everybody on the same page by the end and show really measurable differences and more importantly, marked improvement in how schools were locking down in our community.
The head of security for Jefferson County Schools emphasizes the need for preparedness, saying a student who doesn't feel safe is not a well-educated student. In Littleton, Colorado, Alicia Acuna, Fox News.